There we go. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, mic check.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's do a mic check. Yeah, I think we're good.
Oh, I was just saying bring it, so I got.
Let's do this. I don't know what's wrong with the stream the first time.
I will send word to Yashtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Okay. For that. The seniors will make us work for every yam, of course. I forgot to read. But we will carve a path through the ranks and meet with their master regardless. Mm-hmm. For the first. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. Dungeon. All right. Check this out.
Here we go.
Let's do this.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Now I've got you. I'll show you.
Oh yeah.
I'll show you. This is going to leave a mark.
I'm sorry, my talk. I'm just concentrating really hard. I want to kill Vulture so bad. Damn.
I will not hold back.
First boss to see how this one mechanics are. I'm excited. Yeah. Looks like a lion boss. Oops, press wrong one. Oh no. You can tell I haven't played this game in forever. Okay, I thought that was the AoE. That is.
Here we go.
Nice. One down, one to go. Or two to go. Forgot. I'm not on my second one. Oof.
Come no closer! Filthy creature!
Oh shit. Second boss fight. Wow. Got here pretty quick. What? Oh. Oh my god, I failed there. Failed so hard there. There we go. Oh shit, your solo's down. That's the first time I've seen that happen.
Help is at hand. That was embarrassing.
I've never seen a NPC actually die before. This is the first.
I am righteousness, and righteousness will prevail. Ah, can't you do anything by yourself?
This is going to leave a mark.
Almost there.
I will not hold back.
Leave the healing to me.
There we go. Error.
I'll show you.
you'll not be discouraged.
Wow, that's crazy ass stuff right there. Yeah, last boss. Ooh. Sorry if I've been talking, I've been just concentrating on survive. What? Concentration forgiven obsidian. That's the first time there's been a named boss like that. Okay, I gotta be careful of that one.
Stop that, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
Leave the healing to me. This is going to leave a mark.
Yeah. Took him out. Hells to the yeah. I feel like I'm ending the end of Shadowbringers. And then we could do the next expansion together.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vorthri's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless conflict. Had you only trusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own.
Yeah, you tell him,
I
Reed.
made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken.
We have
No
spoken
matter
to
how
thee.
hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield.
That's right. You tell her.
Silence! Not another word!
Tell him, I should say. Ah, he's getting country.
To lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Shinita both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
And
He seems
chubby.
disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthri. We will hold the Eaters here. Come!
Crown of the Immaculate now accessible. Alright. Let's see. Yep, I figured this was going to be it. Alright. Damn, right off the bat too. Love it. fucking love it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, damn Sheila. Don't make me wait. Come on, DD. Come on. There we go. Yeah, okay. Let's do this.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Your neck. Ew.
Come! Prepare for
Oh.
judgment! This will be a worthy. To me, my servants, feast upon these villains and their foul sins.
Oh.
I will crush you.
As a tank, you want to stick near the next tank just in case something happens. So you can quickly take over.
I will strip you of the illusion of will. Then you will suffer. Yes, that will be your punishment.
What?
Receive of me my blessing and rise higher. I will crush you. Suffer, 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 and know your vomit. I will strip you of the illusion of will. Damn you! Why do you not fall? Why? It burns! It burns! What is this?
What is he doing?
I see now. This is the passion of my ascension.
What?
I shall embrace this trial.
Okay.
Feel my wrath.
I know, right? How did he go? He went from to a nasty motherfucker to a sexy motherfucker. Okay. Oh shit. Hit me for a lot of damage. There we go. Yeah, I took him out.
I am all powerful!
First try. Look at that. There we go. green. Is that Baltree? Yeah, I don't know. Went from eating at the buffet to becoming a snack himself. Who knows what? Just Final Fantasy. Now, the night will return all to Nova, bringing salvation to both our two worlds. Upon speaking with Reen, several countries were playing secret. Okay. All right, let's see. He's still alive.
Am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god.
I'm so glad we took him down. Hey!
That is why I was born, as man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me, worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
Right or not? Took him out. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn you! I am your god.
No, you're not. Barely a memory. So much satisfaction kicking that little fucker's ass. I wonder how this affects me in general. Absorbing all that light. Checking something real quick. How close I am to the end here.
Look! The sky!
Whoa. Yeah, I saw that one coming. I'm almost done with Shadowbringers, guys.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir.
Is that Miss
You
Selch?
do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Must admit, it has to be Emmett Selch's voice is unmistakable.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as
Emmett,
sire
you
to the
son
king,
of
your authority will never again be in question.
Emmett, you son of a bitch.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line should be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Knew he was bad news.
Are you all right? Say something.
Supercalifragilistic, that's realidocious.
12 for Fend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds.
What?
As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
Urianger, what are you doing?
You knew of this, Urianger. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrent.
At Journey's End, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered.
What? Holy shit. Yeah, I would try to reach out and save him too.
Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
What? Nope. Call him by his name. I knew it. What? That guy. I remember that guy.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
What? Fucking Emmett.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity.
Son of a
Alas,
bitch.
it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Motherfucker.
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be.
What?
I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
Oh, you dick.
I am an Asian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. But thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in...
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
Right.
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses, but you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether.
Wow, he's fucked up.
Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is fit. Ah, the irony. What Forfrey achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Take him out. I even liked this character, and I knew he was going to betray me eventually. Just knew it.
Exarch! I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero.
I knew he was going to betray me, I just didn't know when.
I pity. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
That son of a bitch. Betrayed me. I knew he was going to betray me because he's always that one character in every Final Fantasy game. Like, oh, what do we have here? The heroes. Just like I know, was it Final Fantasy 13? You knew that one guy is going to betray you eventually.
Ah, finally.
That flamboyant dude.
You're confused. And small wonder. After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished.
Yep.
Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you. But she's only delayed the inevitable.
Dang, yo.
You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorbed from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends.
When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air.
Fuck. Well. Oh, so you're awake. You were injured during your foray to Mount Goldgrass. I was here at my station as always when they carried you in a makeshift stretcher looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the skies, well, I'm sure you've seen it has everyone rather concerned to say the least. Seeing you up and about is first good news I have. Damn. Bragg was one of those to help convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. Reassuring the masses. Wait. Well, looks he's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in. So offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see him struggle so. And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave, cold and lifeless. You were. Like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exarch away in the midst of chaos. Wicked white, what is this world coming to? Bah, oh, dang. Trade with Emer's back on the table. We best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the sin eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Sister Neil was sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. Oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spygirics, Churgans were forbidden from making visits. Green was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to eater corruption, so I suppose there's little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions who have been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition, I worry to see their faces growing even more haggard every time they pass through the Castellarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse from exhaustion. Ah, and our own Morin has been a little better. I'm afraid he hasn't left the cabinet too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. Looks like everybody's stressed up, about moi. That's sad. Where's this guy at? There we go. Confound it. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Pendel, it's truly you, and not some figment of my imagination. Oh, but this is wonderful. It would seem our prayers have been answered. Being otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelf for the wisdom to explain the most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the light ones defeated, has light returned up to and obscured the sky? I must have poured over 100 times, but no definitive conclusion seems to be forthcoming. So many questions that will pose to the Exarch, and thus I do feel his absence all more keenly. Now that you're away, however, I'm hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catless, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean preparation for battle, though against what foe we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright will be much welcome relief. Pendo, alive and well, I see. You give us a proper fright, you know that? Not a day gone by that I haven't heard folk warning what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping you'd have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons to start your house, maybe you would have won today, and the Exarch would be still here. Will still be here. As such, we're keeping busy because oh, damn. Controller sometimes. Oh well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time. Sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. That's almost it breaks. Greens, Glynard, the master of the stairs, is running his own errands now, is he? Well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I think our absent genius and his epiphanies are a perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean our old Grindelt? He is a man of unrivaled gifts, and I won't argue with you there. But what good is that? What good does his talent do us if he can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide or hair of Grindelt since he wandered off some years ago. And you know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. So if that century is someone you're destined to meet, in my time at the bar, many have I've heard strangely fated encounters. Even few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. I will keep your nose to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you encounter Grindelt, you'll be right to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait for slow and steady progress. This is a talk when you... What? I didn't even press it that time. What is going on with this? I don't suggest taking the stock until you properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I have a regular who's eager to see you. I didn't even touch the controller. I'd be best getting back. Just because the world's covered of hard deceived doesn't we have to follow suit, does it? Excuse me. Here, we can't forget the heart upon which the city was founded, or the Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. I think a return to your sickbed might be in order, or you might consider resting out while on top of washout next to the rookery. This damn mascot doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the extra often like to stand there and feel like the wind upon his face. The music's so freaking beautiful. Gotta love it.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight.
Damn straight. And you shouldn't.
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
Yeah, secrecy is worse. Damn straight at this.
If you're thinking of coming clean, don't. It might make you feel better, but it would make things 100 times worse for them. They're better off not knowing. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and... well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen.
No, it would be bad.
That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had.
Damn straight it did.
Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one.
Mm-hmm. Hope that for America as well.
To think that their
One can
hope
only
still
hope.
burns so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive.
Yeah. You should be proud.
Well, come on then. As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish.
Trusting your dreams is somebody else.
For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie. Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it. Cut ties with the mortal world. Hide away in the castle.
Tempting, but that's not my style.
It won't fix the problem. But would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Ilmeg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them.
Nah.
What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watch.
Oh, I didn't expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of a morrow. What do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I'm happy to share it, but I fear there will be no surprise revelations. And as any in the city could tell you, he was a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He was imposed no restriction upon us, not one, except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons passed. A comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch smiled and said, because one day the crystal tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Vendale, it's good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What is this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how I can tell you, consider we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule on that. If any have French insights to share, then it'd be Captain Lina, I'd say. She lost her parents to a cinder attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances said those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let us show. If you decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at ancestral gate. Oh, is there something else you needed? If you come for the results of my features and this persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to relay what I little know of his history, if that would interest you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the flood when the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence. As summoner, the Exarch himself became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon after. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be the locals who had lost their homes or rebirthites fleeing the ruined kingdom. And together they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus the people considered his scintillating skin so like the tower he had summoned and bestowed upon the title Crystal Exarch. Whereas his true name, well, it would seem to be that is a mystery and that remains unsolved to this day. Commander, I was not told you had woken. A welcome surprise now if the exile had returned to us. He was taken by the arrival of yours, was he not? Their companions mentioned they had an idea where to find him. So bristled when they asked for patience. I do not understand their hesitation until I saw you had fallen. Only did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Calusia, the exorcist entrusted me with the key. It opens the door in the ocular to a chamber known as the umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which the only exorcist himself is permitted to enter. He beat me and allowed no one into the tower he had until once he had departed. He beat me allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event the army of sin eaters descended upon the city was to access the umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Volsci loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, the moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew something of terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Badal, I need to know what he feared. What battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Forgive me, I trust Exar. I should have voiced these thoughts when he's not here to respond to them personally. Or have you come to question of your own? Have you not? See, I see. I'm not the only one who burns for answers. Trust me, I know all about burning for answers here. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city would be far more in danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Come meet me in the Ocular. I will unlock the door within. I'm gonna fuck up on the search. Beach. Search.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
Damn. What of a bookworm was he? Flashback.
A moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee. Thy true name is Grahatia, then?
Yep.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!" Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
The intrigue of this guy.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
And that was me.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance.
That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous.
That's the truth.
Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
Probably has, but he doesn't care.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to... It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread.
I think that's me he's talking about.
Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the warrior of light himself. He was the lodestar that brought them all together to send their final message back through time and space. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Nymphia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course.
He's mad respectful.
I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
He was prepared to die way back when.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
That's right.
Then we should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere. Hidden beneath the...
Damn straight. Let's go get the Tempest. Let's go to the Tempest and fuck up Emma Silch. I know I'm saying his name incorrectly, but fuck him. That's the name given to seas by the Calusa is bound. If you make a request to the Tamer, the priority is Amaro to fly over the waters, but... Do you mean to leave right at this moment, alone? I'm not sure. Nay, I will not stop you. Go with blessings of the shadow, and I wait your safe return. Excuse me. You require just a moment. I settle with a swift speed to fly over to the island. The open water to the depths of the Tempest. Amara can swim, yes, but not reach the, yes, but to reach the ocean floor. Gonna change.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not?
Yep.
If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What's...
Oh. I need the truth. Nothing but the truth.
Pray believe me when I say...
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianger. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again.
I'm okay.
Please, You must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do.
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
I'm sure it does not.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
Hell yeah.
You told them?
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes.
Eat him! That's right!
I'm gonna see if I could do the Tempest tonight.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Pizza. All right. Didn't plan to command it and tomorrow for that during to open sea. I fear falling down deep, dive down into MSQ's unrunnable would drain even the legendary stamina. Thus, during the convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we have arrived to an elegant solution. Yet, ere we discuss this, I should just thus conclude such pressing business to remain in the Crystarium. Once the sea closes above our heads, we are likely to serve our hands until our grand deed is done. Are you forged in order? Oh, I kind of skipped there by accident. Oops. Oh my god. There we go. Let's see. There, to the west, canst thou discern the hump in the isle rising above the water? The foliage-covered mass is hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim and close and plunge back to the surface. Thou shalt soon divine the reason for my insistence. Though it might be more, though it be much to my shame, I cannot flare and find where thou mayst glide as a flash. I shall board the boat to the island and spare once and all the spectre of mine inept strokes. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. Well, thus hast thou discerned. Most percent, according to the side of this Lord's picture, we are not perched upon the back of an ancient fey entity. His name is Bismarck, and the same title in which we know the great feather whale, revered by the Vanderbilt of the source. I will enlist its aid to bear us into the deep, and hence banish the water with any airy sphere, like in the form of the dome, which will shelter the hamlets beneath the sea. With this compass, we may have moved unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of battle cometh, as it most certainly shall. Now I must heed for silence for this while I make this application.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail. Fallen si lor wislan, adas si alinal.
Van urs atslir, onfod thim, iri.
Oh dear. I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last! And where do you go?
Oh, what?
Oh, my precious mortal, Gers Bismail win picked. Van Dromi Drom Jacob. Van Red Rithje.
Ahai una, sahawin ulsk. Isne rim, sur vierum.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. He's only got mat.
It will be done, Your Majesty.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight. May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
Lo val ruis. Vaninna.
We're on top of another whale. They're like, holy shit, it's gonna be a freaking flying ass whale.
Just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes.
Yeah.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing. What the? Do you see that? What a monster! Where did it even come from? Whoa there! It's not stopping! Run! Run!
Oopsie. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. Under the
breath
freaking
of
water.
Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom. The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
The Tempest. Okay. I'm glad Bismarck is true to his word. We rode Tempest safe and dry. 'Tis here we shall find lair of MSQ. I believe the imprisoned Exarch as well. For Nashua alone, of course, the tracks around to flee into the rift. Yet I suspect such travel is nigh impossible to a mortal in one's custody. Nay, he would soon risk his pride when the axe was buried by his service, the key of the Crystal Tower and its powers of temporal transportation. Thus, I am all certain, but certain that his underworld realm harbors our friend and enemy both. We have to find him. We have made it to the Tempest. Oh, sorry. Let's be off. Let's wash your foot in the ground so I'd like to be slippery. I'd like to be so super slippery. And there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for joining me on this adventure of Final Fantasy XIV. I greatly appreciate you being here and watching this stream and supporting me. Have a great night, and I hope to see you soon.